Good morning and welcome to day 2 of the 30-day challenge of combating depression by working through depression. I hope you were kind to yourself this morning. Day 1 we talked about accepting where you're at, not punishing yourself, not making it worse. And so I hope today you showed yourself some kindness and some grace, the same kindness you would show someone you loved that was going through a hard time. It's amazing how we can easily see the potential of other people. It's not hard for us to reach out to them and help them and serve them in practical ways, and we end up disregarding ourselves. So you need to support yourself. So go ahead and pat yourself on the shoulder and just say, "Good morning, lovely. Good job waking up today. You're going to do great today." Okay? So show yourself some kindness. All right. So remember day 1, we talked about some basic hygiene. I really hope you brush your teeth today. If not, I'll wait. Go ahead and do that right now. Okay. So anyways, day 2, I'm going to start with the easy one. If you're not working third shift, if you're sleeping a normal, if you go to bed at night, like most people, I want to challenge you to cut off caffeine after 6 p.m. Okay. Now, the reason I say that is because, at least for me, caffeine tends to heighten my anxiety. It tends to kind of leave me jittery and distracted. So I end up doing shortcuts and not taking care of myself really well. And kind of a dual challenge with that is, not only cutting off caffeine after 6 p.m., but also getting at least 7 hours of sleep. Okay? Lack of sleep really messes with your emotions. It definitely, inflames depression, right? A couple weeks ago, I actually, during one of my more intense episodes of depression, I was really numb and I just wanted, an escape. So I decided to binge watch a Netflix show till 5:55 in the morning. I think I went through like 2 seasons. I was numb, so I was looking for a show that had some grit and it was Vikings of Valhalla. Okay, there it is. I was like, I need to see passion and fighting and blood, and it just like I needed something intense. So I ended up staying up really late. I had to wake up no later than 7:30. So I was about an hour and a half of sleep, and boy, that was awful. The first hour, I couldn't really put a coherent sentence together. I was very confused. So then it affected me, of course, throughout the day. My emotions, my drive, my ability to get things done. So, challenge number 1 on day 2. Cut off caffeine. Get at least 7 hours of sleep. You need it, okay? Just think, if you have kids, you try to get them to bed early. What do you always tell them when they don't want to go to bed on a school night? You tell them, your body needs it. This is good for you, okay? So maybe you should parent yourself, okay? All right, so the second challenge, which might be more difficult for some of you, you got to find that one person in your life that you click with enough, where there's a connection and you trust them, but also you're different enough where they might be able to give you an outside perspective. Okay, I challenge you. The second challenge of day 2 is to text someone you admire or respect, or at least there's a mutual respect. And I just want you to ask them, "Hey, how's it going?" And if they respond, "Good, how's it going for you?" I want you to be honest, at least a little bit, and just say, I'm kind of struggling. I'm kind of struggling with depression right now. Kind of feeling hopeless right now. Okay? And, you're going to be pleasantly surprised on how sharing your burden a little bit is going to really help you out. And I understand if you don't want to open up to family. Sometimes, I know in my situation, I love my family. I trust my family, but sometimes it's just uncomfortable to share certain personal things. And so think that through. But I really challenge you today to connect with one person that you trust. And they don't have to be an amazing person, right? I think of Lord of the Rings. It's my favorite I mean, yeah, I'm not unique in saying it's like my favorite trilogy. I think of the character Pippin. Remember early on in the journey, he was kind of a bumbling idiot. And you're just like, please leave the fellowship. You have nothing to offer, right? And he ended up being really influential in the second one. Remember, he gathered the trees to take down Isengard. So never underestimate the power and the value of people in your life, and don't underestimate the power and value you are in other people's lives. You might feel like a bumbling idiot or a screw up, but really you're needed in the grand scheme of things. You know, there's life is like this big story, and we all have to pitch in. We all have to support each other. No one can be amazing on their own. I can't think of one person that is just super amazing. You know, I think of Mother Teresa. She made a large impact because she had a lot of people around her that, you know, helped her in making such a big impact, okay? So don't belittle yourself, and don't underestimate others in your life. You know, they might have had their stupid moments, but if they care about you, then you need to reach out to them and just be a little bit honest, okay? So, day 2, recap. I'm trying to keep these videos short. First challenge, it's a dual challenge. Cut off caffeine after 6 p.m. Get at least 7 hours of sleep, okay? Second challenge is open up to someone that you trust, okay? Let them know how you're really doing, all right? So, I will see you at day 3.